Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of baby communication. Did you know that babies are little emotional powerhouses, even before they can say a word? Those tiny humans have some pretty amazing ways of letting us know exactly how they're feeling. We're about to unlock the secrets of baby language. Get ready to be amazed by these 10 surprising ways babies show their emotions before they can even speak. And trust me, once you learn these cues, you'll be fluent in baby in no time. So grab your baby, grab a seat, and let's get started. Okay, let's start with the most adorable one, those little baby smiles. You know, the ones that just melt your heart? Well, those tiny grins aren't just cute, they're actually powerful communication tools. A baby's smile can mean a whole lot of things. Sometimes it's a sign of pure contentment. Other times they might be reacting to something pleasant in their environment, like a familiar voice, a soft touch, or even a funny sound. So if you catch a glimpse of that tiny grin, savor it. It's a precious moment of connection between you and your little one. And hey, even if you're not sure what that smile means, it's impossible not to smile back, right? It's contagious. Have you ever noticed your baby just staring deeply into your eyes, like they're trying to see right through you? Don't worry, they're not plotting world domination, at least not yet. They're just showing you they're curious and engaged. For babies, prolonged eye contact is their way of saying, "Hey, I see you, you're interesting, and I want to learn more about you." It's their way of connecting, of building a bond. And the best part is, when you make eye contact back, you're not just satisfying their curiosity, you're actually boosting their brain development. So the next time your little one locks eyes with you, put down your phone, silence the world around you, and just be present in that moment. All right, let's talk about those adorable little legs. You know, the ones that kick with such enthusiasm, it's like they're trying to launch themselves into orbit. Well, those leg kicks are a surefire sign of pure joy and excitement. Think about it. When are babies most likely to break out their signature wiggle dance? It could be when they see a favorite toy, when they recognize a loved one entering the room, or maybe even when you're playing peekaboo and you reappear with a dramatic boo. So next time you see those little legs kicking up a storm, join in on the fun. Clap your hands, sing a song, or just bask in the glow of their infectious joy. Chapter 4. Sudden Stillness. Shh. Babies thinking. Now this one might seem a little counterintuitive, but trust me on this. Sometimes the loudest message a baby sends is through silence, or at least stillness. You know those moments when your baby suddenly goes quiet and still, like they've been frozen in time? It's usually when they encounter something new or unexpected, a strange sound, a new face, a brightly colored object. It's not that they're scared or unhappy, they're just completely absorbed in trying to make sense of this new information. Think of it like this. They're hitting the pause button on their world so they can fully focus on understanding this new piece of the puzzle. Chapter 5. Squealing and cooing, the soundtrack to a happy baby. Okay, let's be honest. Is there anything sweeter than the sound of a happy baby cooing and squealing? It's like a symphony of pure joy. And trust me, those adorable sounds are music to a parent's ears. They're actually early forms of communication, and they usually mean one thing: I'm happy, or I'm having fun. So the next time your little one serenades you with their sweet baby sounds, join in the chorus. Chapter 6. Pulling hair or ears, ouch. Time for a change? Okay, let's be real. This one isn't so cute. In fact, it can be downright painful. But before you assume your baby's turning into a tiny tyrant, remember that they're still learning to communicate their needs. So while pulling hair or ears might seem aggressive, it's often a sign of frustration, boredom, or even fatigue. They might be trying to tell you, "Hey, I need something," but they haven't quite mastered the art of using their words. Because, well, they don't have any yet. The key here is to pay attention to the context. Is your baby pulling their ears while feeding? They might be teething. Are they tugging your hair during playtime? Maybe they're ready for a new activity? Babies might not be able to verbalize their needs, but they're masters of nonverbal communication. And sometimes, that communication comes in the form of restless movements. Think about it. Have you ever noticed your baby squirming, arching their back, or just generally looking uncomfortable? It's usually a sign that something's not quite right in their world. It could be that they're impatient, maybe they're hungry and tired of waiting for their bottle. Or perhaps they're overstimulated. Too much noise, too many bright lights, too much going on around them. So, if your little one is looking restless, try switching things up. A walk in the stroller, a change of position, or even just a different room can make all the difference. Okay, we've all been there. That moment when your baby's sweet little coos escalate into something a little more intense. Yes, I'm talking about fussing. But here's the thing about fussing, it's not always a bad thing. Think of it as your baby's early warning system. It's their way of saying, hey, something's not quite right here and I need your attention. They're not quite at full-blown meltdown mode yet, but they're getting there. The key is to learn to recognize those early signs of fussing and respond accordingly. You know that face babies make when they're not too thrilled with the situation? The one where their little lips turn down at the corners and their eyebrows furrow just slightly? Yeah, that's the universal baby sign for not happy. It's their version of a frown, and it's usually a sign of distress or discomfort. Maybe they're hungry, tired, or just feeling a little overwhelmed. Or maybe you took away the drool-covered toy they were happily gnawing on. Whatever the reason, when you see those turned-down lips, it's time to spring into action. Offer comforting words, a gentle touch, or a warm cuddle. Okay, let's end on a sweet note, shall we? Because as much as babies love to explore the world around them, there's nothing quite like the feeling of safety and security they get from snuggling close to their loved ones. Think about it. When do babies tend to snuggle in the closest? It's usually after a moment of stress or anxiety. Maybe they got startled by a loud noise, or they just woke up from a nap feeling a little disoriented. Whatever the reason, when your baby snuggles into you, they're saying, I feel safe with you. Isn't it amazing how expressive babies can be, even without saying a single word? They're constantly communicating with us, through their smiles, their cries, their movements, and even their silence. By paying attention to these subtle cues, you can start to understand your baby's emotional world and respond to their needs in a way that makes them feel safe, loved, and understood. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more baby and parenting insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.